Welcome to the Chicken McNugget Show, starring Mr. and Mrs. Chicken Nugget. This segment is brought to you by McDonald's. Lab-grown meat for your health. Even though the preference of our subject matter for the moment prefers Burger King. Hi, Maya. It's the Variety Hour with Reb and Shanny. How you doing, folks? I hope you're all doing well today and have a peace in your life and some good food and good company. I want to welcome you to the show. Could you hit the thumbs up? We need the algorithms, and the algorithms are gotten by thumbs up, so we appreciate that.
Hi. How are you? Hi, Lothleen. Hi, Von Bilderu. Hello, Maya. How are you guys?
All the way.
You know?
Skeet.
Oh my God.
We're hoping everybody's doing well. But
Trying to.
I can certainly tell you that justice is sleeping for now because Chantal Marie is facing no consequences for her breaking the law in Kuwait. But apparently, according to a very smart lawyer that's on here by the channel name is something legal. Sorry, it's something legal. He's a pretty big channel, I think 260-some thousand subs, something like that. And he has said, basically, it looks like, this is not stuff that they would extradite for.
It's not a big enough crime.
It's not serious enough for her to have to pay the consequence. So I'm feeling a little bit jittered and not okay, because I think she should have to answer for her crimes. But apparently, as long as she doesn't go back to Kuwait, if she goes back to Kuwait, and she says she's never going back, if she ever did, she might get picked up to answer for the charges. What happens with Salah, we'll see. Will she tell us the truth of what happens with Salah?
Thank you, Von Beardo. Legal mindset.
Legal mindset, that's him, thank you. And the fact of the matter is, they were bringing charges against Salah as well.
Yes.
So will she tell us the truth of what happens? Probably not, which is why we're going to need other sources to confirm what's going on. And that's where we're at, and now we have to watch this disgusting display.
Well, before that, I want to talk about Tyler Perry.
Oh, go ahead. You take that, because I really don't have much to say.
He's got a lawsuit going on for sexual harassment for one of his actors in one of his shows he had. Dude, I knew he was gay. I just knew it. I knew it. A man doesn't dress like that without, being gay. I swear to God. Like, the dude's got fashion sense,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she does hate Canada. She hates herself. She hates everything and everything in her life. And she's trying to put on a happy exterior. Don't worry, it's only 10 minutes of our lives.
Thank God.
She's going to take from us.
It's only 10 minutes. So that's, holy shit, that's a definite plus.
Are the texts on Twitter real, the Tyler Perry ones? I think they're real Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Why? I don't think this person's lying at all.
No.
Why would they lie?
I mean, he's an actor on the show. I mean, why would you lie about this? Plus, we know he hangs out with Diddy, and we know what Diddy does, so, and,
Tyler Perry is a Diddyite.
You are who you hang out with.
I mean, partly.
Yeah.
Yes, partly.
Are
we sure that Tyler Perry is a Diddyite? We're sure of this?
I'm pretty sure.
It's not alleged or anything.
KBPS is fucking nuts right now. I probably have to restart my phone.
All right.
I'll just be honest. Jesus Christ.
We want to get through this, or are we going to restart? Oh, my God. Because you need to start a new stream, right?
I know. This sucks. Asshole.
It's because there's another Wi-Fi card update.
Well, no, it's not that. It's because the sun keeps giving off these really strong EMFs because we're right about to hit the peak at Solar Maximus.
Soul shift.
Yeah, and we didn't, before, we didn't have the internet when it was at Solar Maximus, so we never knew about the communications and how messed up it can be. So please,
you're right about
be patient with me. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It's the satellites.
There's absolutely nothing we can do about activity on the sun as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. So we'll do our best, and it looks like, you're pulling zero. Holy shit. It totally crashes and then goes to 8,000 and then crashes again.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think it's a satellite.
Oh my God, that's unstable.
It never does this at night. Notice that. When it's not facing the sun.
Do you want to try my iPhone connection?
Yeah, let's try that real quick.
All right, let me go get it.
Hold on, guys. Babe, you need to change your mic. I think it's broken.
I can see it.
Honey.
What? It works great. I heard it last night. It's working.
It's the sun. He's so rude. He's always burning me and shit when I go outside. I know,
You
right?
can turn it down if you want, but it works.
No. Well, what's wrong with his mic, Maya?
Something wrong with my mic.
Yeah, okay.
It's heard either headphones or speakers.
Okay.
My mic is fine. I see where it's going.
Okay. Just seeing if your cell phone's better.
My cell phone.
Yeah. Seeing if your connection will be better. This sucks. Alright. So we got that reaction. Google.
Mic check. Ha ha ha.
Ah ha ha ha. We mic checking this bitch.
That's a good. It's a Rage Against the Machine song, actually. Mic check,
Mic check it out.
and it's on Battle of Los Angeles album. Hi, Butt Chug. Welcome.
I don't know why it looks like that.
What in the world just went down in the Oval Office? What a
Oh
disaster.
my God.
Wait, look at this. What the fuck?
What? What? Whoa! It's cut off or something.
Why is it doing
I
that?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Reese Roo. What's up?
Let me go in the.
Please work. Oh my God, I'm sorry. You know, this is. It's technical shit, and sometimes stuff happens. You know? So we're trying to get it right. For some reason, the cropping gets messed up sometimes. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I know, right?
Is it theater mode? Do you have theater mode initiated?
No.
Click that. It might help it. Yep.
Yeah, but it's still not showing everything.
Oh. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
That's weird.
I know it is.
Okay. Do you have to make the portion that's shared bigger?
No,
No?
I'm doing it right now.
All right.
Just trust me.
We'll get it right, folks. Just a moment, and we'll be... Yeah, she got it. She got it. You're good at this shit. You're really good at it. You know how it works.
I do know how it works, man.
We're working it out. Yeah, Poetic. We're working it out.
I got it.
Shanny got it.
I'm good at that shit.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
Very good at it.
Thank you. All right. So,
Mic check. Okay. I think I'm...
mic
good here.
check.
Yeah.
Mic check.
We're both like in the exact
Yeah.
same range, it seems, in terms of volume of the mic. So.
Yeah, but it's so nice. I restarted my phone, so
Yeah.
I have a way stronger connection than I did. So
Better mic. Okay.
everything. Yeah, the mic is better. Everything is better. Okay, good.
I mean, the mic, that it's a Rock Band High School Musical mic that I was using, but I love that. Yeah, I like that better. But this, if it sounds better, then we'll use this one. It's all good.
There we go. Wait.
It's all good. We'll use this one.
There we go.
It's newer technology, so it makes sense. You know,
That's true.
It works better, so we'll do that.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready?
All right, ready to go.
Ready if you are. Ready.
Yeah, you go. Good luck. It's fucking Star Fox. Here we go. Good luck with this fucking woman. You need good luck.
All right. Let's see what's
God.
going on with the foodie.
All right.
The chinful wonder.
Oh.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's too fast. Here's the infamous shirt from the picture. I have no makeup, nothing on. I look like... I can't wait to get back to... I can't find half my things. That's why I got to unpack. I'm not sure. I was thinking doing a couple live streams a day and... then
If she starts doing cat ears, you know she's copying my ass.
She always is looking to you for inspiration of something new to do.
I know.
It's always that she's looking for that. So yeah, she'll probably end up wearing cat ears. Yeah.
I'm figuring.
So I'll have some cat ears when I get mine.
Oh. I think Salah's, been fired.
You think he's fired?
I think he's fired.
Shanny, Chantal said we're still married. She said I'm still married.
That's for optics.
That's for optics. It's not
and
true.
one of them
They're
have an
done.
open chat, and then maybe at night do like a more intimate bees with just the beezers. I don't know. What do you think?
As long as there's no keyboard inside.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
all
Sorry
for
about
it.
that, Sunshine
Truly
Poppy.
streaming all day long just means the probability of accidental slip-ups skyrocket. Curious to hear the truth about what actually happened with Salah and
She's
Julia.
gross.
Oh, last.
Me too. She always tells on herself anyway. Mm-hmm. You know. Hi, Deanne. How are you, sweetheart?
What's up? How you doing?
Are you feeling better?
I hope so.
I hope you do.
You need to feel better.
Ozempic has been rough.
We'll keep praying for your health. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
Night, how did I sleep? I slept very well. I can tell you, it's not haunted in here. I'm always worried about that in new places. Thank you for coming home. Well, I mean,
A little better.
Oh my god, a Canadian said thank you for coming home. To all my fellow Canadians in here, how do you feel about another Canadian saying welcome home to
I
her?
guarantee they'll say we don't claim her.
Well, yeah, a lot of Canadians have told me that.
Goose Chuck is like, you get the fuck out of here.
Goose Chuck and Shantopolis seem to be hooking up a lot lately.
Yeah, they should, because Chantopoulos plays fucking Tool music.
They're both hilarious girls. So.
Yeah, they're both funny.
Kuwait was my second home in a lot of ways. There's only one box right now. Look at my bed. Okay, I have another haul. I have a lot to do today. I'm gonna be going to...
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Does this sound better to you? I hope it does.
Yeah. Creepy Angel Hair says we don't claim you. Well, who's looking for your opinion about me?
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I gladly stand up next to him. God bless the USA. No, we gotta do John Ashcroft, you know?
Yeah.
On the wings of the eagle,
Homework coming. And
let the eagle soar.
what I'm gonna do
I'm done.
is
No
I bought
more.
all
Sorry.
stuff that I can put in the oven. So like I bought a shepherd's pie. Anyways, I'll show you guys later.
Shock, she bought a shepherd's pie.
Ew.
But then again, there are really good frozen shepherd's pie, but they're not as good as a homemade shepherd's pie.
And it's not hard to make.
No, it's so easy to make a shepherd's pie.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Maya. I appreciate you. It's all good, you know. I know when I look at my gauge, it's where I want it to be, you know. But if people want to hear this instead of that, then we'll give them this. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Amazon deliveries, you can already see the start of Box Mountain forming behind her, and it hasn't even been a day. It's like...
Exactly. Box Mountain, I said it yesterday, Box Mountain is growing already. They had to say it after I said it, of course.
Yeah.
Because I noticed these things, but whatever.
Shanny's very observant, and she'll pick up on shit immediately.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any time whatsoever. She's on it, and she's like, oh, wow, bullshit. Here we go.
I am.
Here we go. Chantal's going to live like a freak again.
Villa and Kuwait was just a terrible fever dream.
Now, later I'm going to do an Amazon wish list. Some things I still need to get for myself, obviously. Like, I can't rely on that, but I appreciate you guys offering to get some things.
Payday is a handful of days away, and you grifted your way through the entire month of May. All those super chat goals she did are about to be paid out, and she'll receive the biggest paycheck she's gotten in a while. The irony of her having to flee a country for illegally
Ew.
soliciting donations.
They reward the behavior. Of course.
They always reward bad behavior. Do we get rewarded for our
No.
good behavior?
No.
No.
We just barely make enough. We make some.
Yeah.
We don't. We get banned channels for years.
Yeah, we barely get by, but she can do all this fucked up shit and be successful.
And
Not
it
fair.
gets more and more super chats for breaking the law.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable
The big
bullshit,
donations
dog
for her
shit.
place of
It's
refuge is not
unbelievable.
lost on me either.
Yeah, I know. On Twitter, eh? So I got a whole bunch of stuff to eat. I got some Jamaican beef patties, like frozen ones. Yes.
I got the frozen Jamaican beef patty. Do you miss Salah? Oh, let's see this.
Okay, here we go.
I miss Salah a lot.
A lot.
Where do you know? Because I don't have
Of course I miss
While
Salah.
picking at her feet. I miss Salah. Oh, yeah, bad.
Of course I miss Salah. Are you guys fucking kidding? He's my handsomest man, and Julia is my prettiest baby goat. You know that? And she goes, fuck BB Jones. Whatever about BB Jones. Everybody brings up BB Jones all the time.
The nausea on Ozempic
Yeah.
can be very rough. And the stomach cramps. And the diarrhea. The not feeling hungry is nice. I do like that, but the nausea and the stomach cramps and the diarrhea, not a fun experience.
Shanny and I are keeping the extra biologicals out of our lungs with our smoking. That's what it does, actually.
There we go.
There you go.
hot or a microwave. So for those things, I gotta get a microwave and an air fryer. The curtains are cute. Thank you. I just wanted something like, not black. People live in the past. I have people sending me like screenshots of when people do really weird things just for my safety. I shouldn't have to live this way. I can't strike them, Sci-Fi, or whatever. Sorry, I can't pronounce that right. Because there's no copyright. They're gonna make you go to court, no way. But maybe for some other things, but I gotta settle in. I'm showing you too much of my apartment right now. I'm kidding. I have no idea, Kiana. I don't know our plans, so... They contacted probably every shelter, every SPCA. Don't give a cat to Chantel Thoreau.
That's so fucking pathetic of her haters doing that, of contacting all these animal shelters.
Jesus.
But they think they're doing something good, so whatever. She's gonna get her cat regardless. She'll get a fucking cat off the streets if you haven't noticed.
That is very next level in the parasocial.
Sorry, we're not talking about politics. We're talking about foodie. Thank you.
To call all of those shelters is literally very parasocial behavior. That's not okay.
No,
Like,
you never go to someone in real life.
No, like
Keep it on the internet. If you disagree with them, state your fucking cause and then get off.
I mean, what do you have to say about her? Oh, she was in Kuwait and her cat had ingrown into the toe beans. That's horrible. But I wouldn't say that's simple. She had a moment of not fully understanding that the cat was not in a state where it should be. That can happen to anyone, really. And Pete said she was okay.
There you go.
So I wouldn't hold that on her like that.
Oh, look at you.
For a little bit of context, about an hour or so ahead of this stream, Foodie made the following post on her community tab. She revealed too much information about the cat adoption that's supposed to take place on Friday, and concerned netizens reached out to the shelter about her past with animals.
Like, there's people on Twitter literally posting doxing. Like, if that was me doxing people, imagine the outrage, right? No, I'm living by myself in an apartment, not a room or a closet. Thank you. Am I being sassy? You're gonna get sassy, Sorrow. That's what you're gonna get for a while now. Okay? I'm not talking about our plans right now, but no, I wouldn't leave because of the war. I think it was in our best interest actually, because so I did get some bunch of things at Dollarama. I spent like $100 at Dollarama, okay, on like stuff I don't like buying. I got a dish rack.
I don't need to clip my cat's nails because they have a scratch and post, so they do it themselves. But yes, I make a habit of checking their toe beans.
Yeah, it just to make sure. Our cat Scratch.
Yeah.
Yay. Yes, I have a fat head.
It's hard to hear Foodie. Okay, I'll put her up. Sorry. There we go.
Her audio shit. She needs to get her Bluetooth mic. Where is it?
My mom got me these, I think, a couple years ago. I forgot about them. They're pickle socks. It's gonna be Box Mountain, but I gotta put my.
Why doesn't she take the time to use her Bluetooth mic?
Long, so they might not fit. I got these from the dollar store.
Actually, those are nice. Those are nice.
Yeah, they are.
From the dollar store, actually.
My mom would love them. But my question is...
Yeah. What?
Nothing. Never mind. It's stupid.
Okay.
$3.50 each. So I got 2 plates in case, one's dirty, or I have one person with my mom, or I don't know. I gotta get more dishes, but 2 bowls like this also. $2.50 for the bowl.
Ooh, those are nice. $2.50. That's nice, actually.
Yeah, that's a nice collection of plates. So, that dollar store is very good for that.
Yeah.
Cool. Those are serving plates. I also got smaller.
They do have decent plates, cups, and plates, bowls, and cups. Like I like the ones you can put in the freezer, the big mugs, like the root beer mugs. Those are really nice.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing like a nice big mug.
You just got out of the hospital. Are you okay, Sweaty Patrol?
Are you okay? Holy
or
shit.
Is a family member or a friend okay?
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Hi, worst of the internet. How are you?
Place for breakfast. No cups. I ordered cups. So I have some glasses coming, and I ordered a Brita.
So she still doesn't have cups or glasses.
Okay.
But she ordered plates from the dollar store. There's so many cups at the dollar store, stupid.
I want to get some water glasses from there. Actually, I think we can DoorDash.
Ooh, let's try.
Let's get some cups, some 8-ounce water glasses.
That'll be nice.
That would be great, and some nice new plates.
Yeah.
All my grandma's stuff is ancient.
I know. I don't want to hurt it.
Well, it's used.
Yeah.
So much. Like, we should have some nice new plates.
I actually had a bad infection from a cat scratch, got septic. I'm okay now. Oh, Dane, I'm sorry about that.
Septicemia is one of the most dangerous and very scary things that one can get. It's a very bad thing, septicemia.
That's true.
Very scary to see happen to someone. That happened to my mom in 2009, and she almost passed away. Like, it was very close.
Ugh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing, sepsis. You got to watch for it, too.
because for me carrying up, like, you know, lugging cases of waters, I don't want to be doing that. I got some Arm & Hammer wipes, $1.50, not bad. And I got some sponges. I always get these from the Dollarama.
She's
They're
gonna want Pete to come and
$1.25.
stay with her, man.
I love it.
When's Pete's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
come and
bacon
stay with
sheet,
her?
which is what I'll be cooking on today. And I'll do maybe a dinner live stream. Okay, I got some wooden spoons to hit my to hit Smokey's butt with. Remember Amy?
To hit Smokey's butt with?
That's the cat's name.
I know that. Why is she saying that already? She doesn't
She's
even,
already talking
she
about
doesn't
abuse
even,
on
she,
the animal.
She doesn't even have the cat, and she's talking about hitting it.
With spoons. She thinks it's funny.
Now this is evidence that could say maybe we shouldn't, maybe she should not have a cat.
Why would you say something that fucking stupid, Chantal?
Just publicly, boom.
Honestly, I would never hit my cats.
Never.
They're so precious, and they don't do, like, horrible shit either.
No, they don't, but it's a hard never that
No.
we would ever put a hand on them.
No.
That's not
the
how
worst
you-
they'd get is a squirt gun.
Yeah, if that.
I know.
Mostly just go, no, don't do that.
Yeah, usually it's like, no, stop, and they stop.
And they stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's rage baiting about getting this cat. I don't think it's happening. I hope it doesn't.
With a wooden spoon. I'm not gonna hit my cat with it, but I might.
Oh, now you're saying I'm not going to hit my cat with it. Yeah, you realize how stupid of you saying that on the internet. You should have cut that out.
I have never put a hand on any of my cat, either cat, because I don't. I would never want to. I love them a lot. So Blue, fuck yourself. I'm so sick of your shit. You're an idiot.
I know, right?
I'm really done with that
Spank his butt.
bullshit.
A plastic cutting board because it was way cheaper than the wood one. Oh, that would be nice, Candy. Yeah. And he didn't show you juice.
Oh please do. I trust the farms would be quick to triangulate his location if he'd refuse to give it away. Part of me doesn't believe the two of them have any contact with each other though. She's just happy she got out of there and couldn't care less what trouble he's in.
I didn't abandon my cat. They're saying that I abandoned my cat. Like, Julia is like...
Oh, I'm so sorry, Amy. She lost her leg during the pandemic.
That's
awful.
That's very absolutely horrible. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry about...
Lab created fucking insane.
Ugh.
It's just horrible, all of it.
I know, right?
Totally fine, okay?
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Mengele is all
And
over.
I got 6 knives, and these are pretty sharp. I've had them before. So, by the way, look at my... my setup for my bed. It was actually really, really, really comfortable.
Hey, Blaze and
Not gonna lie.
Banter.
I didn't get a cooking pot. I bought I have a crock pot, so I can make stews and stuff like that. No, I have not done edibles. He's busy right now.
You
Yeah,
know
I'm
you're gonna
super
DoorDash
happy, but I
food,
actually don't
Chantal.
have
Stop
toothpaste.
it.
I just noticed that this morning when I went to brush my...
She has a toothbrush, but she doesn't have toothpaste. How do you forget about that?
I don't know, but it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that she's gonna eat the money she earns.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
gonna be eaten.
Yeah. It's not gonna live very long, man.
I'm just so sick of obvious bullshit, you know? I'm really, really done with obvious bullshit.
Right?
I can't anymore with it.
What's up, Blaze? How you doing?
That's why from future on, it's just a case. The case is going to be, Shan, that if we don't block the individual, I'm just ignoring it completely.
Yeah.
Because his points are dumb, okay? On their face. Now he's going to go after the Alex Jones stuff. I'm not doing it with him. I'm just not going to do it.
my teeth. I forgot my toothpaste somewhere, and so I'm getting that today. I have laundry detergent, softener, dryer sheets, towel, Jamaican meat patties, a shepherd's pie, lasagna, a vegetable lasagna. We're gonna celebrate Smokey. We're gonna have a party for Smokey.
We're going to celebrate
say
with
I'm
Smokey,
looking
and then you're
forward
going
to
to hit
the
him
cat
with the new
content.
switches you
You
got for
already know.
switching and hitting cats. What the fuck is wrong with this woman? There is something really, really...
She's gonna have a party for the cat. You're so pathetic, woman.
There's
Oh,
something
she's
really
going to be
wrong
as
with
smug
this
as can be
person,
whilst
folks.
parading that cat around on stream. It's purely for rage baiting at this point.
I gotta get him a vet.
She said it's a male,
no, it'll
right?
be the same vet that
Oh.
he's always had. The
You're
person
just-
that had him took really good care of him, so
Thought you said the cat was massively obese. Now that she's on her own and Foodie is more immobile than ever, it's already looking pretty bleak for Smokey.
I hope he likes crunchies. The Smokey they found online is not my Smokey. Yeah, I don't like the name Smokey. I should give him a new name? I don't think he gives a about the name Smokey. He probably doesn't even like it either. Let's do him a...
What makes you think the cat doesn't like the name Smokey? The cat's been alive for like 4 years. It knows its name as Smokey, and you're gonna change it, you stupid cunt?
You're going to call it Sam, too.
Ugh. What is wrong with Smokey?
That's a super cute name.
For a gray tabby cat?
Yeah, that's a beautiful
She's
name.
looking for a cat that looks like Gavin.
She wanted a Gavin cat. I think
I hope the cat hates her.
we'll see.
Yeah.
favor. Let's pick a name. Pickle? Butters? Tater? Gouda. I'll see if he responds to gravy. Dill pickle? Queso. I gotta put all this away. It's chaos. It's freaking me out. Yeah, Nina. Yeah. They go on SPCA I think it was Toronto, and we're messaging them. Don't let Foodie Chantal Thoreau adopt a cat. Who's Bosch? They work at Paws. Threatened your American Beezers. They're like going all ham. Like, I never said anything. All I did was message them and say, hey, I just found out about you. Can you help with this?
What's up, Marquis? How you doing, man?
What's up, Marky? No, I think this is totally shit. It's immediately sus that the first thing she says is, I'm gonna be smacking it around or something with these things.
With wooden spoons.
With wooden spoons.
That's so gross.
That's evidence of something weird.
She's gonna do that. She's gonna smack the cat on the butt on camera with a wooden spoon. Watch.
Well, I hope the
This guy-
cops go for a wellness check on the animal.
I hope so.
This is disgusting bullshit.
And they freaked out. Like, I don't know what to say. I didn't sit here and be like, send me all kinds of money, and you know, I didn't.
Yeah,
use it
you
for my
did
living
actually. You told
situation,
Salah, put your
like-
pin my PayPal right now.
Yeah,
She's a liar.
I know.
This is absolutely gross. She's a liar.
But here's my super chat girl, my cameo, my PayPal, and become a member.
Well, after I said, do you guys want your, your super chats back, and everyone said no, then yeah, I'm using that for my living situation.
People
I
did
don't
say yes,
care.
actually.
Salon, I match.
Wow, all that money you donated to me, I'm using for my living situation, and I don't care.
She's constantly lying.
She straight up said she is a hustler, so...
I'm gonna grift the shit out of everybody. That's what she said.
And she does.
Liar.
She does.
On Tinder. Oh yeah. All right, let's go. How can I put you in the kitchen? I think as long as I don't show too much. Okay, hold on, guys. Oh. Ow. Oh, fuck.
They already got your
I have
docs.
to
It's
live when I
over.
walk. Like, I shouldn't be weight bearing.
My God, Blaze, I'm so sorry. Everyone is getting sick. Jesus.
They're spraying.
It's something, man.
I'm telling you.
We're gonna do a lot more stuff. Okay. Ordinary. So, see this space here?
You could put a table there.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Waddle, waddle. Oh my God, look at how she moves, dude.
Look how big she is at the side.
Do you know how slow she moves?
My God.
Wow. That's a perspective and a half.
Wow. How could she be lying if she admitted to Grifton? I cannot hear her well. No, no one can. It's her.
It's her. She refuses
Yeah.
to see. Somebody said, hey, your mic. So I'm like, all right, fine. I went and got a mic. This woman has a Bluetooth fucking setup.
I'll put it up a little higher for you guys.
Why, Chantal, what the hell?
Yeah.
Use your Bluetooth mic. I'm mesmerized.
Maybe she doesn't have it anymore.
Maybe.
She didn't bring it with her.
This goes over here, and I'm thinking of putting a little living area here.
Oh, wow. So she has this little kitchen area, a bathroom in her bedroom, and that. Wow.
I mean, that's fine, you know. Hi, Sarah
I have a
Silvertongue.
Wolfgang Puck rice cooker. There was a big yard sale. Cornwall has
Wow.
once a
Yeah,
year
she's
in the
11
Riverdale
inches
area.
shorter than you. That's
Got some
true.
things.
At least that.
So I actually got a bidet. I just gotta set it up.
She got a bidet.
Oh my God.
What's the only way how she can clean her ass, man?
Yeah, Blazing Banter, actually, quite a few people have this same variant of mic.
Y-
And
y-
Shanny's got a similar variant, but you got more fancy stuff on yours.
Well, yeah, and it's pink.
You got a nice dial on the front that she can hit, and she can change the colors and stuff.
Yeah.
My features are simply this: that I
Got
can
this.
hit that mute, and I got a dial. That's all. So, yeah.
I also
Oh my God, she has a picture of the cats.
I just gotta set it up.
I gave my cats up for you.
Oh.
Got this.
Ah, the painting of BB June and Sam.
Chantal, yeah, she is 5'1", between 5'1" and 5'3" is what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
Yeah, Shanny is. I mean,
I'm a tall girl.
when you got shoes on, you're 6 feet.
Yeah, probably.
You're 6 feet tall when you
Probably.
got shoes on. Yeah,
I'm in the tall girl society for anyone.
you're hot.
Thank you.
You got your body handles what you got really nice. Like you look good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You really do. Yeah.
I also got some homemade like organic catnip from a place.
Ooh. Gavin would go nuts for that shit, man.
Our boy is definitely a fan of catnip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel sorry for her. She's eating herself into mobility issues. It's got to be an addiction to sugar and foods. Yeah, she needs a break. She does.
Nice little toaster oven for $25.
Not
hold on,
bad.
I'll show you a bit here. Yeah, so there's a huge space here. I can put like a table, and then there's a closet. Put stuff. Thanks, Veronica. Hey, Sid. Okay. Bye, guys.
All right.
That all right, whatever that was.
Yeah, she'll be back in a little bit. So she did her thing.
Gonna eat some disgusting, probably fucking Burger King or McDonald's or some shit like that. More poutine.
Puff that.
Oh god, I gotta turn this down for you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, look at it's Yee.
It's Yee.
We got Yee up in here.
Yes, this is Melanie Kane. We've seen her before. Inside Kanye's alleged involvement in Diddy scandal. You won't believe this.
Here we go.
So
We have the legendary manic man himself.
we do.
Yee, and he's gonna lay down truth. Are you ready for the truth?
Are you ready for the truth of the Yee?
I can't wait. Here we go.
You ready, honey?
I'm ready.
He's so every time he sees a manic Kanye, he gets excited.
I can't wait to see if he's going to give us the news of the day, which is all about Jesus, him, and a guy from Germany with an H last name. Let's go.
All right.
Yalla.
Whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, you. Wait, hold on. All you fake, you.
Fake hard,
you know what I'm saying?
guys.
I don't get because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal. You fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me. Because
So he's talking to Diddy about being a Fed, but
That's
yet
right.
he's supporting Diddy?
The reason he is doing that now is because he feels that the brother is being torn down, and he's been involved in the exact same stuff. So if there's precedent to take Diddy down with it, then Kanye goes, well, that's some bullshit, and I'm going to show up at his trial and say this is a kangaroo bullshit.
Maybe Kanye just wants the clout.
He's got plenty of clout himself, I think.
I don't know.
It's Kanye West. He's a brother
He's a weirdo.
of the highest order, making Jesus walks.
He's a weirdo.
part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about, you shut the fuck up about Michael. I'm Michael now. Every Michael.
You are not Michael Jackson and never will be Michael Jackson and never
Nobody.
will be as talented as Michael Jackson, Kanye.
No one.
Get your head out of the fucking clouds. Michael Jackson was just a talent that no one's ever going to see ever again.
That's correct. No one will ever be Michael ever, because Michael is Michael, and there is one. There's one Michael,
Exactly.
and he is absolutely one of the greatest artists to ever live, as well as a very moral guy that wanted nothing but peace and food for kids and stuff like this, like literally.
Right?
Okay, those cases where they brought against him, it was clear that was done for money. And listen to Corey Feldman about it, man. Listen to Corey Feldman. I don't believe he lies. Listen to Macaulay Culkin. They love Michael.
Yep.
They love
you
Michael.
can think of.
Aaron
Mostly
Carter, too,
Godfather
stood up for
now.
Michael.
Kanye West doesn't do quiet. He's made a career and persona out of
that's true.
speaking
Mikey
loudly,
said it.
erratically,
That's
and
awesome. Thank you for saying
unapologetically. Yet during one of the most explosive moments in hip-hop history, when Sean Diddy Combs stood trial in federal court for sex trafficking and racketeering allegations, Kanye appeared without a word. Suddenly, he sat in a private room that was
100%.
supposed to be overflow, but it was private, for 40 minutes, dressed in all white like one of Diddy's white parties, beside Diddy's son Christian.
He was looking all sexy for Diddy.
Isn't
He
Christian?
wanted Diddy to get his little pecker up.
Oh,
His little Tootsie Roll.
isn't Christian the one that has allegations against him about with a white girl on
I
one of the
think
yachts?
maybe.
It's Christian, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I know they sent him out because he was wearing a freaking Free Diddy shirt.
Yeah, and him and Yee are doing an album, I think.
Ugh.
No press conference, no statement, not even a cryptic social media post. For a man who has ranted against the music industry's dark underbelly, Kanye's silence was louder than anything he could have said.
Oh man, Kanye.
Oh, look at that boy. Look at this.
I'm innocent. I'm gonna wear white.
You see that he's got that swagger, but he's short Kanye.
He is.
Where is tall Kanye?
I don't know. There's clones of Kanye.
I really believe that there are separate bodies because he's the short, stocky Kanye.
There you
and
go.
then there's one that's fitter and taller.
There you go.
It's just true.
West. Oh, Jesus, I live and breathe. He showed up at the courthouse today in a Maybach, I might add. That's a couple $100,000 right there. That
Wow.
would. Said he was there to support his friend. And the timing of his arrival, oh, geez, eh? While Jane has been mostly testifying about drug-fueled freak-offs with Diddy and an array of male prostitutes, she unknowingly broke the internet yesterday by revealing that she was at a freak-off in Vegas with an iconic rapper and his girlfriend.
Oh, it's so Yee.
It's Yee and Bianca, and because Bianca's freaky.
Yeah, Bianca is a freak, man.
She's into freaky stuff,
That's true.
which is legal as long as it's consenting and there's no illegal activities. It's fine. It's fine. Do what you want, man.
She testified that in January of last year, while she and Diddy were on a break,
I
he
want to
flew there
thank
on a
Deanne Rose
private
for
jet with
great moderation. I can't stand it. And you're like the Avenger Angel that comes in and wipes it out. So thank you, Deanne.
the quote hip-hop icon and his girlfriend. In Vegas, she said she walked in on one of the escorts that she and Diddy used to have in
Wasn't
their
50
freak-offs,
Cent.
and that said escort was now having sex with another woman in a hotel room while that uber-famous rapper and his girlfriend were...
Okay, so basically Kanye's doing the same shit with watching men being a cuck. Kanye likes being a cuck too.
Bianca was getting railed by another guy.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's the same. All right.
Yeah, they're down with the same shit. They're weirdos.
Bianca ain't a minor, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, this
Watching
is fine
and enjoying.
stuff. Like, there's enough
She
that
also
if they want
testified
to do
that
that.
uber-famous rapper told her that he, quote, always had a crush on her, and that he
Ew.
wanted to blank her.
Ew.
Well,
Fill in your blank. When asked if the famous rapper and Diddy were close friends, Jane had to answer yes.
His sudden re-entry into Diddy's orbit, especially at this moment,
Ew. Ew. Ew.
I'm feeling really like I want to vomit at that point.
Me too.
Yeah.
You gross, Kanye. You gross, man. Ugh, God. Men talking to you like that is so off-putting.
it raises all types of questions. Was Kanye there out of friendship or fear, loyalty or leverage? Their history is layered. Publicly, Kanye has celebrated Diddy as a mentor and cultural pioneer, but also they've had a lot of beef. And behind closed doors, he's also accused him of being a federal puppet, a manipulator. This isn't just a reunion, it's a chess move. And when you lay out the timeline, the connections, and the contradictions...
Like, here's the thing. When a man comes on to me, I'm an intellectual, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk about intellectual shit.
Yeah.
You think me and Jason started because, you know, he just was like, ooh, you sexy?
No.
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 We were on a whole nother level with each other before we even got romantic.
Yeah, that's true. We were always, it was either the Bible or prophecy or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was one much...
Or music or movies.
That too, yeah.
You know, we both
Sure.
loved sci-fi and horror, so...
Yeah, very much.
But, like, we usually loved talking about the deep stuff together back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, we still do, but...
Yeah, we don't talk about really trivial things much.
No.
No.
Not
Unless
really.
it's just like video game nonsense, like
Yeah.
Krusty or something like.
Yeah. But...
Thank you. Chewy.
Wookie's about to come in.
Wookie. I think she's already been in here. It's all good.
The
This is
picture
good.
becomes darker
Gross.
than anyone ever expected. We've got to talk about the courtroom visit that sparked all types of theories. Kanye's presence at the trial cannot be dismissed as some type of coincidence.
Hi, Wookie. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Wookie? We love you. Not Foodie, exactly.
No, it's not Foodie. It's Kanye.
Oh, it's way better. Kanye's way better.
Yeah, Kanye's a freak, man.
Weirdo, yeah. And I think he
It
has
happened
clones.
during a week when rumors about tapes and evidence involving other celebrities began to swirl. Some sources claim that high-profile names, unwitting participants or not, might appear in the prosecution's case. Jane Doe was on the stand talking about this freak-off situation with a rapper, an iconic rapper and his wife, where she went to Vegas in January of 2024 on this private...
Oh. I'll tell you, man.
Yeah.
Holly weird. They're just all in this realm of, like,
Yeah.
this hedonism.
That's true.
They're
That's true.
I mean, who isn't into it?
I don't know, actually.
It went too far for Denzel when he saw a 14-year-old pissing on the stage.
Yeah.
He says to Diddy, you don't respect anyone.
No, it was shitting on stage.
Oh, yeah, it was shitting on stage.
You don't respect nobody.
You don't respect anything, and he
But
left.
Denzel, he did Allie Carter when she was a kid, so...
I believe Allie, too, so...
I do, too.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
jet with them. They're in a room. They go in there. She sees one of the male escorts she's had freak-offs with Diddy with in there having sex with another woman. And then Jane Doe decides to rip off her top and expose her breast, having fun. This iconic...
All right.
Sounds
well,
like a wild time.
Well, you know what? She's down with it, obviously.
Yeah.
Wonder who Jane Doe is.
And that's fine. If you're into doing some stuff like this and you're of age, it's no problem.
That's true.
No problem.
rapper then comes to her, turns to her, and says that he's always had a crush on her and wanted to know if there's any escorts, male escorts, that she could recommend for, I guess, him to have his own freak-offs, his private freak-offs. It's wild. So just when this comes out, this rapper, he's just called this rapper, iconic rapper. No name is given. The prosecution doesn't want his name out there, but the defense wants his name entered into the court, into the transcript. They want his name said. And no one can understand
I got
why
a video uploading right now, Butt Chug. There's a video uploading part
7.
5.
5. Okay.
It's episode 7 of Revelation News TV.
Okay.
But it's part 5 of Alex Jones' deposition.
Okay.
So it's going up right now.
or why are they fighting tooth and nail for this rapper to be named? Isn't it enough to just give the testimony? Because this rapper hasn't allegedly been involved in any freak-off activity. And everyone was trying to figure out, why did they want his name said? Well, they fought about it. And the judge ultimately decided with the prosecution that this man will not be named, nor his wife. But then lo and behold, that same day, at the end of the day, suddenly Kanye West and his wife Bianca show up to court. People are just confused. We're not sure. We don't
Bianca
have
was
footage
there
of it.
too?
But this is
Yeah.
Wow, was she nude? Jesus.
When is she not nude?
She was nude? Oh my God.
No, she probably wasn't.
what
All
we
right.
hear. Then comes the next
He got
day.
banned from the
Around
Grammys,
11
right?
a.m., way after court has started, here comes Kanye.
He got banned from a lot of restaurants in
In
LA
Europe.
too because of Bianca.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Right?
There's no words for how crazy that is.
West showing up, and he's been in private talks with Diddy's son, allegedly, so that they could, actually, it's not alleged, this is what they've said, that they were in private talks. They knew he was coming, they wanted him to come, and this is all around the time the judge is
I won't.
barring that name to be named.
I got you.
So you're telling me Kanye West just showed up because this is his buddy and he wants to support him during this particular...
No, I think Kanye's trying to cover for himself. He knows he's about to get in trouble too, I think.
You think he's going to be indicted?
I think so, because he's doing the same shit with all these lawsuits on him.
But does he have a history of this violence and taking advantage of women?
Yes.
I
Yes. Obviously, with the lawsuits, it sounds like it, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see if they get him. You know.
I hope they get all these creepoids, but I think the government's protecting a lot of people, to tell you the truth.
testimony
right.
while
Definitely
they were
right
refused
about
being
that.
allowed to say the name. But he shows up so that we know who it is. And all this speculation, and now Kanye is basically showing out and saying,
Sorry.
it was me. And you've got to ask questions, why? Now, we can go down a rabbit trail with that, but let's get back more into the connections that Diddy and Kanye have, and maybe it'll make more sense at the end.
No, thank you, Sarah. I don't want to see Bianca's weird-looking tits and vagina again. Thank
Nah,
you.
yeah, bruh. Like,
Especially
whoa.
and
Weird
personally,
looking shit, actually.
Jane had to answer yes. So yeah,
Wait, let me respond better. Weird-looking fake tits and
Yeah.
vagina.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's very accurate.
we're all left doing the math.
Oh.
Diddy's lawyers tried everything they could to get that rapper's name released publicly right then and there in court, but the judge wasn't having it. Judge said no, because that would open Jane, this witness, this pseudonym Jane, it would open her to potential harassment from that giant rapper's fan base. So yeah, the tongues have been wagging online and off. And when suddenly a massive, iconic rapper showed up at the courthouse, maybe it is completely unrelated. I don't know.
No, it's
But
not.
Kanye West, who
He's an idiot.
He was telling you, bro, that rapper you heard about is me.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't speculate. Don't give credit to someone else. It's me. I'm into it. What do you got to say about it? You want to prosecute Diddy? Prosecute me too. I'm into it. And he just walks in, boss-like. He's like, that's it.
We don't appreciate Bianca's fashion sense.
I don't either.
No, I don't appreciate her fake tits. No.
The weirdness. It's very high, weird shit. And I'm not into it.
who's now gone from wearing all black to all white, took his place in the overflow room, saying that he was there to support his friend.
Like I said, nothing has been confirmed that it is him. There's no footage that has leaked, but the speculation has been strong enough to cause visible panic in certain circles. Kanye showing up just as these whispers, intensify, not just in the courtroom, but
he's
online.
telling you, man. He's straight up telling you it's me. What? Don't speculate on who it is. Don't say it's Jay-Z. Don't say it's Busta Rhymes. Don't say it's any name except Ye. It's me,
Exactly.
bruh. You got a problem with men having sex parties? Why don't you indict me?
Nah, she isn't 10 out of 10 for the best money you can buy.
And you walk in. He just walks in. And he's like, that's it. What do you got to say to my face?
There you go.
Huh? See, Jay-Z can't do that. He's controlled. Jamie Foxx can't do that. He's controlled. I'm not. They can't control Ye. So he just walks in.
Makes the visit feel less like a show of support and more like some type of reconnaissance mission. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
It was weird.
It's an attempt to, I guess, dissuade or change the court of public opinions, make them see things in a different light. I don't know, because keep in mind, the jury doesn't know about this. We know it as the public. So this didn't help Diddy in court at all. It may not have helped or hurt him, as maybe he expected it to do to help him, but we know it didn't do anything because the jury does not have knowledge
I'd like
of
to
what
get
is
my
going on
opinion on
outside.
Bianca really quick. The way I see her is she's a skinny chick that went and fakely got all the stuff that real fat chicks, pretty hot and tempting chicks, have. She had it made, and it looks horrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great.
You know who's 10 out of 10 with plastic surgery?
Who? Miss Gigi.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B.
Okay, yeah. I could agree with that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I could agree with
But
that.
Bianca? No.
No, she's like, in my book, like a 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Maybe even a 2.5. 2.5.
There you go.
2.5.
The courtroom. They're
I
not
wouldn't
allowed
hit
to
on
look
her
at
ever
anything
if I
with
was
the
single.
case.
Like, no.
They may look at stuff during the case, so they may have found out about it, but based on the rules that are set forth for the jury, they should not know. So this could only be a stunt in order to...
Or another 10, Gigi Gorgeous.
Gigi Gorgeous. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that very passable female. Who else? There's some trans that are like, no, you're passable completely.
Blair White.
Blair White.
Kara Cunningham.
I think that Dylan Mulvaney looks pretty
Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney.
She's passable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nadia is passable.
There you go. Hot, messy, sweet stuff.
Gigi. Miss
Gigi.
Gigi.
Miss Gigi.
Entirely passable.
There you go.
Trans is a deal, and just get over it.
There you go.
Why do you care what another entity feels what they are?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
How does it fuck with you?
It's not a sin.
prove something to the public,
either.
to do something in the minds of us who are watching it and change the court of public opinion. But again, we don't know why. Diddy and Kanye's relationship has always been complicated. Publicly, Kanye has praised Diddy, as I said, as this mogul and a mentor, even calling him the blueprint for Black excellence in entertainment. Diddy, in turn, honored Kanye with the BET Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022. But not long before, leaked private messages is showing Kanye accusing Diddy of being
that's
a
your opinion,
fed,
Sarah,
a
whatever.
puppet used to control him. These conflicting signals reveal a relationship not grounded in genuine affection, but in something I think much darker, murkier, possibly survival. We don't know. One of the quietest but most significant connections between Kanye and Diddy comes through Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's longtime partner. Corey has often been seen as a gatekeeper of the Kardashian empire, but he's also rumored to have deep ties to Diddy's inner circle.
Okay, there's that too. Kim Kardashian. Her butt is weird though.
No, they all the Kardashians did fucking surgery and they look horrible now.
Yeah.
They were some of the prettiest girls I ever laid my eyes on. They look like gypsy women.
And they ruined it.
And they ruined their faces, their bodies. They went to a Mengele, and they just defaced them.
Yep.
In my opinion.
I love her hair too. Melanie's, yes.
Melanie, yeah, wow.
She's gorgeous.
She's a very beautiful woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely attractive. Yeah.
Circle.
Definitely.
Multiple sources have placed him at Diddy's infamous white parties, events that, under the surface,
Her
have
hair's
been described
incredible,
as
yeah.
wild, exclusive, and at
Shanny's hair's
times
incredible.
morally
Look at this.
ambiguous.
Oh, my God.
And let's not forget freak-offs
Shanny's
often
so
happen
hot.
after this.
Baby.
I want to give you a kiss now.
You want to give me a kiss?
I have to give you a kiss. Could I have a kiss?
You're so sweet. I love you.
You're my girl.
Kanye has publicly criticized Corey,
I love you too.
Yeah.
implying that he was sent to infiltrate the Kardashian family and that he's actually a CIA agent.
Why?
That he's a
That's some
handler
Alex
somehow.
Jones shit.
He has ties to everyone. No one knows where he comes from. His backstory is
Wow.
so bizarre, and I'm going to do a deep dive about him. I'm working on it, but just know, like, he has no family. There is no history. You can't find anything about him. But then suddenly you see him with Jay-Z getting off a plane with him and Beyonce, him coming out of the club
Deuteronomy's
with
Old
them
Testament.
and helping to kind of shield the cameras away from her when she was allegedly drunk coming out of the club. He's been at games with Jay-Z. He's worked with Scooter Braun. Somehow magically he started working with him, and then he was to control and manage and help,
It's because he started with sucking his cousin's dick.
Oh my God. That was wild. He's just
No. Kanye
is-
probably got started from sucking dick. Let's just be honest.
He did though.
Yeah.
He admitted that at the age of 8, right?
Yeah.
He was sucking his cousin's cock. This
Yeah.
is repulsive shit, and I don't want
I
to
know,
talk about
right?
it.
guide Justin Bieber. Right
Jesus
when he came
Christ.
out of Flavor Camp with Diddy when he was a young boy. So something about this is not sitting right. People are trying to figure out what is this connection. And with Kanye calling him a
Ew.
fed, or actually
It's because they fuck each other. That's what.
I
it's
am
the
so
connection.
fucking done.
Holy fuck! They all fuck each other.
Jay-Z has some really, there's skeletons there.
Yeah.
But see, the thing with Jay-Z, and this is what Jaguar Wright said, and I don't support Jaguar at all, to let you know. But I will say that I think a lot of her information is accurate. She basically has said that he's smarter than Diddy because he has a way of having this appearance of everything's normal. Better
Yes.
than Diddy.
That's true.
I think that's right. Jay-Z seems pretty smart to me. You know.
Oh yeah,
You remember that interview?
He isn't stupid.
You remember that interview he did on CNN with what's the guy's name? He was in the Obama administration.
No.
You saw it.
CIA. To me, it's very jarring to think about their connections. And keep in mind, remember, guys, I did a whole video talking about it. Kim Porter, Diddy's not first, but one of his baby mothers to 3 of his children, ended up dying randomly at 47 from pneumonia. And there's a whole thing about that too, autopsies, things missing, all types of things. But just understand it.
Dude, Kim Porter's autopsy report is freaking weird.
No. And then we go deeper.
Yeah.
Because it's really fast. You talk about DMX. You talk about DMX. You talk about Coolio. You talk about there's 2 or 3 more at least. They all died of lobar pneumonia.
That's true.
And it appears that this is a weaponized type of pneumonia.
Yep.
That you can induce it somehow.
By medication, heavy metals.
Yes. And Brittany Murphy as well. They said there was black mold in their house, and that was a lie. There was no black mold in their house.
Oh, you're thinking
I
of
know
that.
it did.
Oh, okay.
There's way deeper stuff to this. They just say these people passed away. Yeah, well, there's way more to it.
Dude, they've been enlisting celebrities in the CIA forever.
Very mysterious
That's
circumstances.
nothing new.
That's the purpose of Hollywood, is to manipulate to manipulate the populace. That's why they call it programming.
That's why they call it Hollywood, because the wand.
Can I have that if you're not using it?
What? I'm using it.
Oh, okay.
I'm using it.
Okay.
It's how they operate. They call it Hollywood because Hollywood was the wood that a magician would use to make his wand.
That's true.
That's some truth laid down by the great Jordan Maxwell. I hope he's still alive.
It's been
he's a great guy.
alleged that Diddy is actually tried to kill her, that he did kill her, that he somehow drugged her, or something else was going on, that he caused her death because she was writing a tell-all memoir about him. Her laptops ended up missing. Her hard drives were missing the day that she died. But the other thing that was very important to understand is that Corey Gamble was there the day she died, that morning, before the coroner even...
Yep, he was.
Corey Gamble.
Corey Gamble, he's with Kris Jenner.
Corey Gamble is with Kris. What is he to Kris Jenner?
Her boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner. No, sorry about that.
No.
Caitlyn Jenner.
No,
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner, the mom.
The mom that Shane
Yes.
Dawson does perfectly.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
arrived. There are pictures of Corey Gamble right there when she, before the body is even out. How did he get there that fast?
People think he's the fixer of everything.
What does that mean, a fixer?
Someone who cleans up the mess when celebrities do fucked up shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why would he be called of all people? And I'm thinking Diddy had to call him. So then then with the Kardashians, he's been accused by Kanye of being CIA. What is really going on? And Kanye has also mentioned Harley Pasternak, who is his trainer, physical trainer, being CIA. This guy has
Mind
ties
control.
to all kinds of MK Ultra. He's from Canada. He was part of a group of in the military that worked on
record.
drugs to help.
Yeah, that was Kanye's personal fitness and tried to get Kanye in,
And let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
This is confirmed. This is not, okay, you can look this up in documents. This guy is an MK Ultra handler.
yes.
And Kanye was under his wing, and he said, listen, do you want me to put you in the hospital again?
Exactly, Mr. Morden, like the fixer in Pulp Fiction. I was thinking of him when I said it.
Wait a minute, Harvey Keitel?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the wolf.
Yes.
Oh, I love Harvey Keitel. He's one of the best actors to ever live. There's zero doubt that Harvey Keitel is one of the best actors to ever live. Okay?
Yep.
He's had some of the most iconic roles ever. But anyway, I have to say this, okay?
Okay.
It's very, very clear to me that this is systematic. If you're in the industry and you're not hedonistic and doing this stuff, then you're an outlier. Like I would say Sly Stallone, someone like him. Because your soul is against it because of where you are spiritually.
That's true.
Like, you can't go to a party and see someone abused in this way
No.
and be okay with it and be a Christian.
That's true.
Like, there's no doubt about that, you know?
This is fucked up, man.
It's
Control
disgusting
people.
stuff.
Kanye shared a text messages from Harley that's saying, basically, if you don't stop acting crazy, if you don't stop speaking out, I'm going to have you committed, basically,
what I just said.
medicated
Yep.
drug, and you won't see your children anymore. How could a personal trainer send that to their client, and that's all cool? Do you know of any personal trainers that will have somebody put into an insane asylum drug and then separate them from their children? It doesn't make any sense, but yet that comes out. So I'm only explaining this. This isn't all the details, but just understand there is this connection between Diddy and Kanye, not just their personal one, but Corey Gamble who has been in the midst of a lot of things I haven't given you all the details, okay? There's not enough time. But he's in the middle of this. He's part of that relationship. And Kanye has said that he is CIA. He is a handler. So that begs the question, what is really going on? What are their ties? And why?
You need to start listening to Allie Carter, because she'll tell you what they're doing. Like, oh, speaking of which, Allie Carter just put out a new video that you guys probably need to see.
If you really want to know the inside baseball of the guts of how this stuff works, go listen to Kathy O'Brien.
Yo.
She is one of... Look up right now the name, open a new tab, open YouTube, and put in the search Kathy O'Brien.
We could investigate her.
We need to.
Yeah.
Because she gives you the basic, very boiled down, and it's pretty easy to understand how they do this.
Yes.
It's all trauma-based mind control. They create new compartments in the brain, in the subconscious, and in most cases it results in like severe multiple DID.
Yes, which Allie Carter talks about because she suffers from DID due to MK Ultra.
Yes, and she explains that when Britney says when she says that Britney says that she was an 8-year-old girl, she literally meant the alter that's in her is 8 years old.
Yes.
People don't get that. They just hear her say something weird like that and go, oh, it's just Britney being weird. No.
It's her alter.
She has DID.
Yes.
Okay, and she was induced into that by abuse.
Probably sexual.
Her father's involved, I'd say, probably.
Oh, God, the
allegedly.
picture in Rolling Stones when
This
she's
is
standing over her
entertainment.
father in a sexual manner.
This is for entertainment purposes only, but I would say that Lynn Spears is probably 100% involved, along with this satanic, weird-ass church shit with Lou Taylor. And if you want to know a lot
Hillside.
Yeah, if you want to know a lot about this stuff, go over to BJ Investigates.
Yeah.
She's done exposés on the Britney stuff, and it's definite. Like, the evidence is everything.
Exactly.
It's there, so.
Is Kanye now, coming to support him when he's also accused Diddy in the past of being a Fed? Has something happened behind the scenes we don't know about? Is Kanye now an agent? Have they gotten him under control, his handlers? What if does Diddy have
Hi, Tam Tam. How are you, sweetheart?
We love Tam Tam here. The Tam
information
Tam.
about Kanye?
We need. If you ever feel like it, honey.
Yeah.
To meet a fan, we could do that. Set it up.
Okay.
That would be neat, right? Have a friend, maybe even.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We'll
that he
see.
doesn't want leaked, or the CIA, the feds do, and that if he didn't come forward, things were going to be exposed about him because another lawsuit has just dropped implicating Diddy and Kanye West. And then
Oh,
there's Kim
Diddy's
Kardashian
involved in
herself.
that. Oh my
Realize
God.
the superstardom wasn't just based on viral
do
fame.
you know
It was
how insane
strategically
this is?
nurtured by access to elite circles that included people like Diddy, Jay-Z, and Clive Davis. If Diddy's legal troubles continue to expose a wider network of enablers, Kanye's connection to the Kardashian machine may come under renewed scrutiny. He once warned of sacrifices, handlers, and rituals in the entertainment world. Was he talking about his own family or something broader? Was he naming what he couldn't directly accuse anyone of? Sometimes he'll seem crazy. He's just speaking out of turn. He's just saying whatever. But then a lot of times this randomness comes back and you see that Kanye was actually speaking the truth. Not on everything because a lot of it is deranged. But between, when he has some moments of being lucid and cognizant.
He's never lucid.
Then you can see that he is actually speaking truth. But now it seems like he's been silenced. And why? Then there's Kanye's attendance at Diddy's white parties.
Probably they're lording the children over him.
You have to understand, too, they trigger him deliberately.
That's true, too.
They are constantly have agitators in the background poking him.
I will be right back, folks.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I got it. Sorry. We're putting our shit together.
All right. This is all right. Get it all okay. We're good now.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
That's perfection. Yeah, we're good.
Perfect.
Good to go. Okay.
Production. It can be hard sometimes.
That's what I always like. I'm all alone out there. I'm talking to myself. I go, where's my production crew?
I wish there was a way we could internet connect our computers and I could
Have me on with you. We can.
Yeah.
We could Zoom it. I think you can do shit like that for free.
Okay.
I think. Or StreamYards. Either I start a StreamYard
Yeah.
or you do,
That's true. We could do that.
and I'm on my computer.
There we go.
We can absolutely do that. That would be fun, too. That'd be very pro.
Yes, not all humans But genuinely, I think the world has become so creepy and weird and gross. I try to stay out of it. Me too.
Yeah, and a big part of why humanity has gone this way is pornography. It's just true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm saying that, and that's just the truth. That's going to be there, and whatever.
That's true.
If you want to keep going down that road, it's not a good road. I'm telling you. It's just not. We need to have some morality, I think.
I agree.
We need morality.
I know, I'm changing the light.
Isn't her mic sick? You can have no light, too, which is neat.
Yeah.
I don't have that on mine. Mine just cycles through the LED, which I like. I love this mic. This mic is sick. But I have the Neumann out there, so we'd have an even better sounding show, because I have the Neumann adjusted perfect on my system out there. So,
Let me see.
with the Howard Stern mic, Neumann. TLM 103. The Neumann TLM 103.
TLM 103.
Which you could probably still get at Sweetwater, but it's like an $800 mic. About $800.
Oh, really?
And the big one that I had that's like a $6,000 mic. But I didn't pay that. I paid a quarter of the price.
Well, let's put this on.
Yeah, cool.
Also adds weight to the suspicion. These events, once held as glamorous celebrity gatherings, now cast long shadows, with lawsuits and allegations painting Diddy's lifestyle as fueled by coercion, drugs, manipulation, and abuse. Anyone consistently present at those events face inevitable questions. Kanye was not just a casual guest. He was there multiple times, in photos, in videos, enjoying the very scenes he now claims to reject. If he saw something, why hasn't he spoken out? And if he didn't, if he didn't participate in this stuff, why is he so cautious now? And if he knows all about Diddy, why is he supporting him to the point that he's showing up at court and making a spectacle of himself? Kanye's public unraveling in recent years may offer some clues. Around 2018, he began making cryptic statements about the entertainment industry, calling out hidden agendas, accusing insiders of silencing him, and warning fans about sacrifices.
Yes. He was telling you the truth.
His mom, they sacrificed his mother, and there's no way that Kanye West wanted that. He loved Donda, and they fucking ripped his heart out and shit on it.
Shaq said Kobe was a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. This is very weird what they do with planes, but Aaliyah,
JFK Jr.
JFK Jr., who was actually going to run for Senate and probably win, and he could have been president.
That would have been awesome.
JFK Jr. is president. He wasn't that
dismissed him
bright,
as
though.
unstable,
But
erratic.
probably a good man.
Probably.
In most ways, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, or
Very
worse.
handsome man.
But what
Very
if those breakdowns were a symptom of something deeper? What if Kanye was struggling under the weight of things he knew he couldn't reveal without risking everything? If Diddy's empire falls, who else falls with him? And is Kanye trying to avoid becoming collateral damage? Hence showing up when it was alluded to that he was involved in these freak-offs. Perhaps the most chilling theory involves the alleged existence of sex tapes. Prosecutors have been tight-lipped, but insiders claim there may be visual evidence implicating or involving others. The idea that Kanye's name might appear, even as an unknowing participant, well, that would explain his courtroom presence. It wasn't about Diddy. It was about himself, about staying close enough to monitor what's happening without making noise that could attract attention to his wrongdoings. In that context, silence becomes strategy. Proximity becomes self-protection. This brings us back to the central question. Is Kanye West helping Diddy or helping himself? Their bond isn't built on trust. It's built on
Kanye
shared
West
secrets. Shared
is being Kanye.
Kanye's
And
doing what Kanye does.
What is part of what Kanye does? It's very performative, sure. But he is telling you inside baseball stuff most of the time that's accurate.
That's
okay?
true.
He is being Ye. And what is he? He's a game changer. When he comes in the room, people turn and they go, holy shit, okay, what's he going to do? Because he's known to go completely manic. That's why everybody like, oh shit, I'm going to get my phone out. Look, it's Kanye. Kanye, what do you think today's going on? And he'll just rant at you for an hour, manically. And other times he's very coherent and just focused and telling you, look, I can step out and talk to you. Beyonce won't do it. Jay-Z won't do it. Diddy won't do it. I can't be controlled. And I'm going to tell you shit.
That's true.
That's how I see Ye. Now, the whole anti-Semitism, I really think most of that was performative, and he was testing free speech. He was literally saying, can I say this? I don't believe it, but if I did, would I be able to say it? He was testing free speech.
You think so?
And it failed because everybody was offended, and they went, this guy is disgusting, and then he lost a bunch of contracts.
That's true.
And even Alex couldn't go there because Alex knew the consequence.
Yep.
He's like, oh, yeah, okay, you like the suits, right? The black suits are really stylish. Like, no, I love.
What an asshole.
Yeah, he was testing waters.
reputations, and perhaps shared guilt. Kanye may not be complicit in Diddy's alleged crimes, but he might know enough to make his position precarious. And if he talks, it could open the door that many want to keep closed.
Marquis is a
But
witch.
if
We
he stays
support
silent,
witches here.
He walks that line between enabler or perhaps survivor. But then also, there's another key point that we have to bring up. Did you know Kanye just released a new song? And guess who was on that song with him? King Combs. Why does everyone try to take my last name? Anyway, Christian King Combs is on the album, on this song with him. But then also Diddy is on there through a jailhouse phone call. Kanye just released this song like a week or two ago. And then he shows up to court. So to me, it sounds like he is working overtime to support Diddy when it makes no sense, because the last interaction we saw of them was that 2022 text where, he was calling Diddy a Fed and was trying to get Kanye locked up. But now in 2025, all is forgiven and everything's fine. Something doesn't sit right with me, even to the point of him making an album with him. That's outrageous.
Remember the testimony about how close they are? We are told that Diddy's son, Christian, and one of Diddy's attorneys met Kanye in the lobby to escort him in. But Kanye's support clearly only goes so far, because Ye stayed for a grand total of 8 minutes. Never entered the courtroom himself, never saw Diddy. And then, boop, out the door. And on his way out, reporters asked him.
Oh my God! Like holy shit!
He spends 8 minutes in the. I think he was probably going to talk to Christian, so he could pass something over to his dad.
I think he straight up just wanted to go in there, make an appearance, and put ripples in the water.
That's probably it.
And also they did mention him.
Yeah.
He's like, I know that's me, so I'm coming up in it. What do you got to say? Why you charge Diddy with all this stuff when I'm into it too? Why ain't you charging me?
Mm-hmm.
Diddy's a hero. He's helped a lot of black men.
That could be it.
You're putting this guy in jail, and he's a hero to a lot of black men, and that's his point. I think. We'll see. I mean, I hope he does an interview with someone soon, and we can hear his intentions.
That would be interesting.
I hope he does go on someone, Alex or somebody.
He took part in freak-offs, and whether he was in the hip-hop world to the point where he was the icon that Jane was talking about on the stand, but he wasn't giving it to him. Let's play this tape without me talking. I want you to hear it.
In all honesty, I think he wanted to get in the press again. He does stupid shit like this.
You think he just got bored and he's like, I'm going to go make an appearance just to make ripples?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very likely almost even. But I think it's more than that. He did he would speculate. He knows just him showing up would make people speculate as to the intention. So it's now a conversation piece. Why did Kanye show up there? And his stock goes up in the media because it's like, oh shit. And he's got an album coming out with Christian.
Yeah.
So that's iconic, them shaking hands like that at the door. The record sales. It's like Katy Perry going up in Space Fake. And she's doing a horrible show. That's like space stuff. You know what I mean? They're doing shitty lightsabers and stuff.
That's true.
So I think that's what this is. It is PR in a way for album.
Yeah.
That's upcoming.
Probably.
Soon.
So, do you remember when I told you that this trial has just become one of my favorites? It's because of moments like this. The crazy circus drama that a guy like Ye brings to a boring federal courthouse. And may I remind you that Diddy and Kanye go back a long way? How close are they, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did, because I have an answer for you. I want to take you back to March, when Kanye called Diddy in jail and then recorded their conversation, apparently without telling Diddy, and then Kanye released it, to the internet. Here's a reminder of all the things they said to each other.
I just feel like as a community, we got to take the responsibility to, just for us, just all us. It's like we a family. Everybody has been taken in by this fame, media.
We a family. Okay, Kanye. I hear you. This is why he's sticking up for Diddy.
And when he refers to the family, does he mean like rappers? Like
I don't. Well, let's see the context of this some more.
People.
Music, everything. Go Doug.
I thought we was all family, man. I really thought that. You know what I'm saying? You right now, you're the only family I got. The only family I see. You feel me?
Yeah.
I always spoke up for everybody, And, I ain't bitter or nothing. I'm just telling you how it is because you're the only one. You know what I'm saying? So if you're the only one that came to get me, that's all I can do is say like, damn.
You're the only one who came to get me, yo. I love you, man. We are family, yo. Thank you for caring about me, yo.
Yeah, you didn't see Jay-Z come and do that for you, brother? I'm here for you, man, brother. This is bullshit. All those women wanted it, and they know it. And you were just sitting there being the king you are, jerking off in the corner.
You didn't do nothing wrong. We kings, brother. We kings.
We made this fucking industry, and we're gonna take it back by the cock hairs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The two also appear to have more in common than just music and friendship. Last fall, Kanye's former assistant accused him of drugging and sexually assaulting her at a birthday that was co-hosted by, wait for it,
Diddy. Okay.
You can't write this stuff.
No.
To be clear, all of this is a sideshow to the issues that Diddy's jury, minus number 6, is going to eventually have to judge. But for now,
I heard jury number 3 is probably going to get replaced too. Like, he's infiltrated this jury already, dude. Like, there is fucked up shit going on.
Is it Diddy that infiltrated, or are they
I'm
just
pretty
being
sure, yeah.
irresponsible and they're going on?
Well,
the
I don't
internet?
know. I mean, they took a break from today and tomorrow for court so the judge could decide on this juror
Okay.
and if he wants to put charges on Diddy's attorneys.
Oh boy! All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
now I say, don't tell me there's no mystery in the Diddy trial.
In the end, Kanye's presence in that courtroom wasn't just symbolic. It was tactical. It signaled to insiders that he's still watching, still part of the game, still connected to the machinery that has shaped his rise and fall. Whether he's just a collaborator and friend supporting or a reluctant participant, one thing is clear. He's not just an observer. He's involved, and his silence is speaking volumes. But guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Kanye is covering for Diddy? Is he protecting his own secrets? Or is there something else? Are the puppet masters at work and
The world may never know. Where my people at? She just came on because I'm on.
Yeah, you're boring. Your content is literal bed rot.
Let's see what she says about Karina Coram.
All right.
The woman who's
How did she not testify? That's insane.
Or Christina Coram, sorry.
Christina Coram. I don't understand how she was not called. She must have made an agreement with the feds to not testify.
Well, she's definitely should be involved in this shit.
She should be a co-conspirator, and the only reason that she's not
Unless
is
she got a deal.
She made a deal.
He probably raped her too.
That's possible. It's very. I mean,
she's Latino.
He's a serial. No, I think
or Indian.
I think she's Indian. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like
she's exotic either way.
he likes to force himself regardless.
Yeah. It don't matter.
No,
what
it
you
can
are.
be any color.
Boy,
It can
girl.
be ethnicity, sex. He just wants to push himself into your anus or vagina or mouth, whatever the orifice
He's
may
got a
be.
seriously horrible sex addiction.
And it's disordered.
Very much.
Very disordered.
He should be in jail forever.
That's the truth. He's a menace.
Well, to Sean Combs, Jeffrey Epstein has just broken her silence regarding these allegations surrounding her and her former boss. What does this statement mean for Christina Coram? Why make it now? Does this give us a clue about what role she may play in Sean Combs' criminal trial?
Did Sean Diddy Combs have a secret orchestrator pulling the strings behind his empire of debauchery? Christina Coram, his so-called chief of staff, isn't just a loyal employee. She's been called the Ghislaine Maxwell of his alleged sex trafficking ring. And the allegations will make your stomach churn.
God damn those stupid fucking dogs. I can't. Oh, that
I was
shrill voice.
I was doing my Alex Jones video and they were yapping and I was like, damn it if you people don't start saying something to your dog. I am so done with that bullshit. You can't just go out and like pet him or something or go, hey.
Right?
Stop it. The old man does. They start yapping. He says, shut up. And they shut up most of the time.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Why is no one talking about her role in the scandal? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the shadows of Diddy's world, and what we found about KK will leave you questioning everything. Welcome to the dark underbelly of power, where loyalty comes with a price, and Christina Coram, Diddy's right-hand woman, might just be paying it. Today, we're ripping the veil off of KK's rise to influence, her alleged role in Diddy's criminal empire, and why the feds are circling her like vultures. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a masterclass in manipulation, betrayal, and unanswered questions. Buckle up, because we're about to expose the receipts, ask the hard questions, and make you wonder, is Christina Coram a victim of Diddy's chaos or an architect of his darkest secrets? Let's get into it. Let's start at the beginning. Because Christina Coram didn't just stumble into Diddy's inner circle. She clawed her way there with ambition sharper than a knife. Born in 1987, KK grew up with big dreams. And armed with a degree in business and French from North Carolina State University and a resume that screams, I'm going places, she cut her teeth at Burberry, Paramount Pictures.
NC State is awesome. Okay. I had many good times at State. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about those.
There's AOL and Gen Art, learning the art of branding, event planning, and schmoozing with the elite. By 2013, she landed at Bad Boy Entertainment as a senior executive liaison, a fancy title for someone who keeps the chaos of a mogul like Diddy in check. But here's where it gets juicy. Within years, she wasn't just answering phones. She was running the show as chief of staff of Combs Enterprises, overseeing Bad Boy, Revolt, Sean John, and Diddy's entire empire. Diddy himself called her his right hand, the one who keeps everything in my life and business running. Sounds like a dream job, right? Or is it a nightmare dressed up in designer clothes?
Christina
It's probably a nightmare just dressed up in designer clothes.
When you know how psychotic he is, when he gets manic, he's so unstable. You have to feel for that. Nobody wants to be around that.
No.
That he's completely unpredictable. He can just freak out and throw a fucking sandwich at you. Like, it's a nightmare. You would not want to be in that for any amount of money, really, I don't think.
No.
It's not worth your peace of mind that he's so unhinged, that he rages, and it's, yeah.
I don't like designer clothes either. They're uncomfortable.
There you go, yeah. Yeah.
Corum has been
I like my hippie dresses and my skater dresses and my housewife dresses. Thanks.
described in lawsuits against Combs as the rapper's right-hand person, more accurately, his chief of staff. Actually, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter, Combs seemingly highlighted Corum in 2021 in a Facebook post writing, "KK keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's been my right hand for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get S done. Don't know how I'd function without her."
Let's break down how KK became.
Yeah, she knows what he's doing. She knows a lot of shit, man. I hope they call her eventually.
No, I don't think it seems like they're not. And the only reason would be they made a deal with her, and part of the deal was, look, I'm not going to testify.
Yep.
But they got information from her, probably. She cooperated with the investigation, but she requested to not be a witness for the state.
That's true. The worst designer of all is Balenciaga. Terrible. Terrible fashion.
Became untouchable. In 2013, she's coordinating Diddy's world, managing his schedules, his deals, his life. By 2017, she's credited on Can't Stop, Won't Stop, a bad boy story, rubbing elbows with the industry's elite. By 2020, Diddy's posting gushy Instagram tributes, calling her his ace-boon coon, and crediting her with all types of things. One of those things she got credit for was keeping his world twirling. Like, these are his words. So by November of 2020, she's chief of staff, the gatekeeper of Combs Enterprises, with sources saying she's not just executing orders. She's shaping Diddy's decisions, controlling who gets access, and holding the keys to his secrets. But what kind of secrets? Was she just a loyal employee? Or was she orchestrating something far more sinister behind closed doors? Fast forward to 2024, and Christina Corum's name is splashed across lawsuits and federal investigations like a warning sign in neon lights. Rodney Little Ron Jones, a music producer who dropped a bombshell lawsuit in February of 2024, accused
that Cuba Gooding Jr. is like groping my anus. He groped me by the anus.
It's unbelievable to think about that you had this man that was just a record producer on this boat.
Yeah.
And he just, oh wow, look, it's Cuba Gooding Jr. comes through the door.
I know, right?
And then he sits next to him and he's grabbing his shoulder sexually. And then all of a sudden, wow, my asshole was literally grabbed by Cuba Gooding Jr. because he just couldn't resist my asshole. This is Little Rod. That's insane, man. He was just there to make a record.
Right?
And Cuba Gooding Jr.'s like, I'm groping the anus. I'm going straight for the anus. See? The brown eye. I want to see how tight the brown eye is. It's ridiculous.
All right. She's probably about to talk about it, so have fun, guys.
Accused KK of being instrumental in Diddy's alleged racketeering and sex trafficking empire. He claims she ordered sex workers for Diddy, forced employees to carry drugs like cocaine, GHB, and ecstasy in fanny packs, and brushed off his complaints about Diddy's sexual advances with chilling. Seeing this,
Reese Roo said Cuba tried to pick me up at a club, hands all over the place. He's gross.
Holy shit, is that real? Reese.
He's fucking gross, yo.
He got,
Did he smell?
He got charges.
He looks sweaty all the time.
Cuba got put on charges because he was like SA'd a woman at New Year's or something.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's obviously an offender.
Yep.
That he can't do it the right way and charm it out of a chick. He has to just be weird and grab.
Ugh,
that's
so
disgusting
gross.
Shit.
Ugh. God, at least ask the woman, how are you? I like you. You seem like an interesting person. Something.
Sean will be Sean. That was her response. Then there's Philip Hines, a former assistant who says KK supervised him during Wild King nights. Those are the freak-offs, the days-long orgies, with the hotel room stocked with baby oil, lube, sex toys, drugs, and then cleaning up the evidence afterwards. Pine says when he saw Diddy get violent with the guests, KK warned him to stay quiet, threatening repercussions. And don't forget Ashley Parnham, who claims KK threatened her before an alleged gang rape by Diddy and others. The feds are digging, witnesses are talking, and trial testimony.
Yes, I took a picture with him in St. Martin. It was like a week after his trial. Oh, Jesus Christ. And
Wild.
I guess he didn't learn his lesson about touching women.
Of course not.
Or men, I guess.
There's no lesson for these people.
I
They
know,
just
right?
do what they want because it is an impulse to the point where they just do it. And it's disgusting. You get,
They're
like,
entitled fuckers.
there's no way that you can't convince me that they're like they couldn't find someone willing to do this stuff with them. That's insane. Like, they're stars. Why do you have to go to people
Because
that?
they're creepoids. So they meet someone and then they just get creepy with them.
Yes.
Testimony paints KK as one of the people who
And they use men and women as cum dumpsters. Let's just be honest. They don't see the human in us.
managed all of this chaos. They're saying KK is the one who arranged the drug transports, monitored Cassie Ventura, Jane Doe, and the other women, the male escorts, and secured hotel footage to cover Diddy's tracks. Is this the resume of a chief of staff or a co-conspirator in a criminal enterprise?
For months, horrific accusations have been made about me in various lawsuits regarding my former boss. These false allegations of my involvement are causing irreparable and incalculable damage to my reputation and the emotional well-being of myself and my family.
This isn't going to get you out of the fucking charges, honey. People trying to feel sorry for you fucking doing this shit.
There's no way.
And helping him with this shit. Fuck you, bitch. I ain't feeling bad for you.
There's zero chance that she obviously had to have made a deal because she would have been a co-conspirator.
Yeah, listen to this bullshit. Yeah. She's lying.
I have never condoned or aided and abetted the sexual assault of anyone, nor have I ever drugged anyone. The idea that I could be accused of playing a role in or even being a bystander to the rape of anyone is beyond upsetting, disturbing, and unthinkable. That is not who I am, and my heart goes out to all victims of sexual assault. I am confident that the allegations against me will be proven to be untrue.
But you facilitated all of it.
Yeah, you facilitated all of it. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
There's no way, there's no conceivable universe where there could be a place where she is not culpable. So then it goes to, why is she not a co-conspirator? Because she made a deal.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
That's the only reason why. She's such a lying.
Because I was thinking this before.
My reputation is ruined. I don't give a shit.
I was thinking this before. Why is this a RICO case with one person? It's because they all flipped.
Yep.
They all flipped.
Yeah, they're all like, fuck it, I ain't going down for his
Abandoned ship, yeah.
Yeah. He manipulated me.
Let's rewind and ask, how does a bright, ambitious young woman like Christina Coram end up in the crosshairs of a federal investigation? It starts with power dynamics. Diddy's empire was built on charisma, wealth, and control. But someone had to manage the chaos, and KK was that someone. Her role wasn't just about scheduling meetings. It was about knowing everything, from Diddy's business deals to his personal indulgences.
I never get anything done without KK. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You know, Christina. Don't be fucking lying like that. You know what was going down.
This chick was so involved with his shit that she was known as his chief of staff. A chief of staff of the president knows everything on their itinerary.
That's true.
There is zero chance she didn't facilitate this RICO stuff. All of it. So she made a deal.
Uh-huh.
Sources call her the manipulator in chief, the one who kept the machine running smoothly no matter how dirty the oil, well, the baby oil. But here's the question. Did she choose this path, or was she sucked into Diddy's orbit, unable to escape? But then you also have to question, some people believe she's a handler, that she works for the feds or the CIA, and that...
Well, yeah, she is kind of like a handler, actually. You know?
Well,
I mean...
Diddy himself, I believe, with the evidence provided, I believe Diddy is an MK Ultra mind control practitioner.
Yes, I think he was taught by either Andre Harrell or Clive Davis.
That's possible.
Or both. He apprenticed behind both of them.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Do you have the weird foots?
Let me see.
Is it close?
Oh, they're heading our way.
Okay, cool. They're on the way.
Yep.
So it's a handler situation.
Yes.
A handler of a handler.
A handler of a handler, yeah.
And Christina Karam is his handler.
Yes.
I mean, it's possible. Completely.
Or she helps, or she's been learning how to handle.
Yeah. By
Diddy.
He is training her to be a handler for whoever.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
She was brought in and recruited, and then that's why she took over Diddy's world. This woman who's come in, knows all of these dark secrets, knows all the nasty stuff he's done, and now here she comes, this young woman, bright, managing it, unfazed by anything that's going on, responding to things the way he would want someone to respond to, the way he would, shutting them down, paying people off, getting drugs, bringing in escorts. She's not fazed by any of it. So a lot of people are tying her as a handler. Because
Lois, I just got a salad. I'm not that hungry for anything. Plus, I need the roughage. The older you get, the more it's harder to poo. Yeah. You need
The
salad, you need
fiber.
oatmeal.
That's why they tell you eat your prunes when you get old.
Yeah.
Because prunes will actually do the deed.
There
pretty
you go.
Fucking well. You know, it's going to loosen up the stuff up there. So get some and yeah, absolutely. You need some of it. Get some Metamucil if it gets real bad.
That's true too.
Metamucil.
There you go.
It works good.
Because Diddy didn't just start this out of nowhere. It is alleged that this is what happened to him by music executives. Little Rod Jones' lawsuit specifically names Lucian Grange as having private freak-offs with Diddy. He would just come over and they would get it on, and all types of things would happen. Christina Coram was part of that world. But with this allegedly, what Little Rod Jones says that with him coming over, Lucian Grange coming over, who basically runs the music industry at this point, he owns nearly all of it, coming over doing this, it seems to me that he was initiated into this lifestyle by the higher ups, by the real puppet masters, the people whose names aren't being brought up, the people who aren't facing charges, the people who
and Allie said, why are they not bringing up the kids in anything?
Exactly.
They're not mentioning children at all, and that's the biggest sin.
I think so.
And that's why Pam Bondi, when the Epstein thing was going to surface, she said, "Oh, he killed himself, and there's nothing to see."
Yeah, I'm gonna after this live stream.
Yeah,
I'm gonna actually make a video of
oh, cool.
Of
Allie's
new
mirror
one
it.
And just put it on. Yeah, just mirror it pretty much. It'll be a live stream. Of
You
course,
should go.
It's easier that way.
You should go.
I won't be talking during that.
You should go to one of my videos and take a screenshot of my hashtag Where Are All the Children, and put it on that video. You should do that.
Yeah,
it's worth it. You know, because that's a good hashtag.
They were once super close to Diddy. He was their, best friend. He's the one to have the parties. He's this greatest person on earth. But then suddenly, there's not a word from any of these people about him who used to love him. But then Christina Coram is right there managing all of it. To me, something seems very off about this relationship. Sure, she could have just worked her way there, but I find that hard to believe, especially when Diddy's had other people around him much longer who have been involved in his activities. He didn't put any of them in charge who knew his secrets. Why this woman out of the blue was entrusted with something so that could put him in such danger?
She was willing to do the dirty work, man.
There has to be something more as to why Diddy trusted her. Maybe he had to trust her. Maybe she is the person that they sent in order to keep him compliant, in order to keep him getting blackmailed on all these different celebrities and people. Remember, the freak-offs, he uses those as blackmail. This is what's been alleged. Filming everything, everywhere, and making sure that he kept these things. He didn't want any of these to get out unless he was the person that was going to get it out, possibly to blackmail people. Okay? So, again, keep that in mind.
God, he's such a dirtbag.
Everything about him is bitch. He can't take any kind of criticism. He can't take any kind of, somebody trying to tell him something constructive. He just takes everything as bullshit and attacking him. And this is a narcissist.
It really is.
He's completely narcissistic in every way. And he's actually so to that point that it's like he's a danger to his surroundings.
That's true.
That's why we're in a case where he needs to be put away. I really believe that.
I agree.
There's enough evidence. I think that video of what he did to Cassie was plenty.
I think so too.
You need to go away.
Yeah, he needs to go away. What he did with Cassie, him dragging her by the hair.
And he
he's
wants
some
to
kind
say,
of fucking Neanderthal.
Yeah, and he says ex post facto after the fact.
Ugh, he's so gross.
He says, "Oh, I was going through a horrible time in my life, rehab, and all that." Well, that bullshit doesn't matter. You have to pay for what you did, and I think your society around you wants you to pay for it because you don't treat women this way. It's disgusting.
No.
And he does it to males too. He did it to Bieber. He did it to Usher. He's gotten away with this stuff forever.
Yeah.
And it's time to make the piper get his shit up his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Fine. While we don't have any hard evidence of it, you're going to tell me that's not a question we should be asking? And it gives more credence to her being a fed or a handler because she's not facing charges that we know of. She's a co-conspirator, but she's nowhere to be found. She's not sitting next to Diddy facing charges, and she's not testifying for the prosecution.
She might be a fed. And that's how she found out about all this stuff.
I think it's more likely that she made a deal.
Yeah, probably.
I had that question.
You need to back off a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had that question in my mind. Why? Where is she in this?
Yeah.
Because she clearly facilitated all of this illegal stuff. If that's the case, then she made a deal. That's the only explanation.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Bieber claims he wasn't a victim. Yeah, he does say that.
Okay. He also said that it's not time for me to speak fully about this.
That's true too.
We'll see.
Yep.
I think it's clear that this man Diddy has a history of violence.
He may not even remember it.
Did he?
No, Bieber.
Bieber, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens
Prosecution.
and comes out.
Why would a person so pivotal in this entire trial, this case, his right-hand person, not be facing charges or testifying for the feds? Something about this is very, very off. As of right now, Christina Coram is fighting for her life. Not in the
Thank you,
courtroom,
Maya, you're
but
sweet.
in the court of public opinion. She's not been charged with any crimes, but the allegations are piling up like a house of cards ready to collapse. In March of this year, she broke her silence, actually, telling Rolling Stones the accusations are false, horrific, and unthinkable. Denying any role in any sexual assault or drugging, even though we have her text messages and people have testified about it. She's lawyered up now, claiming she can't tell her full story until Diddy's trial wraps up. But that's not stopping the internet speculation. That's not stopping me from asking questions. People are online talking about this and they are very confused, calling her everything from Diddy's fixer to the real mastermind. Meanwhile, trial witnesses like Eddie Garcia and George Kaplan are testifying that KK was neck deep in Diddy's operations.
There you go. She lying and she's hiding. Fuck her, man.
You can't hide if you get subpoenaed.
No.
The fact is, they made a deal.
Yeah, probably.
Zero chance of anything else is the truth because this woman has been brought up so much. She knows a lot. So the state said, look, you either testify, you make a deal right now. She made a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Runs to cover-ups to payoffs. So why hasn't she been charged, like I said? Is she cooperating with the feds behind closed doors, or is she being protected by someone or something much bigger? Now here's where the plot thickens. Christina Coram's fate is tied to Diddy's, and his trial is a ticking time bomb. If he's convicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, the pressure on KK will intensify. Will she flip and spill the tea to save herself, or will she stay loyal to the man who called her his right hand? Or will she just stay protected and quietly slip away? The lawsuits keep coming. Jones, Pines, Parnham, and each one paints her as a key player in Diddy's world, not just some assistant.
She's cooperating with the feds. Come on. Let's just be honest here, man. You know.
But here's the contradiction. Some witnesses like Jane Doe say KK disapproved of Diddy's partying and was kept out of certain activities. So which is it? Is she the puppet master pulling the strings, or a scapegoat thrown under the bus to protect the real players? And this is the other thing. When there were certain things that she's kept out of, it was like Diddy didn't want her to know. Almost like he worked for her. He was afraid of her finding out certain things that he was doing.
Oh, she might be his handler. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. The plot thickens.
Diddy might be aware that she is his FBI, let's say...
Partner?
No.
What?
Babysitter.
Oh.
Like, okay, you're getting too into legal shit, I'm going to have to tell my superiors.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That could be.
Don't text KK, don't involve her, don't. Why would you do that? With her, and she works for you. She's been your cleanup woman. She's been fine with the drugs, the free calls, and everything else. So why would Diddy want to hide some of his activity from her? I don't know. To me, it screams he didn't want someone in the shadows to know everything that he was doing. And because Christina Coram could have reported back. And
later, Tam Tam, you have a good one.
We love you, Tam Tam. And we'll see you
that's
again.
when he knows. He knows that if Christina tells on him, snitches on him to the higher ups, he was really going to get cooked. But then that begs the question, why is he finally facing trial? Why, after Cassie's lawsuit, did they even investigate? Why was he made the fall guy? What happened behind the scenes? Did he know this could happen to him, so he tried to make sure certain things stayed quiet? He knew KK had the power to, I don't know, make his entire empire fall because of all the things she knew, because she actually was handling him, and it wasn't the other way around? Guys, do you think these are valid questions? Leave a comment.
I think it's very valid questions, actually.
When you understand how these things work, it's very easy that it could be the case that this chick is very, very smart and trained in mind control. We don't know.
Yeah.
Just because she's younger or whatever doesn't mean anything. She could be a master, like Jolly and West type mind control handler.
That's true.
Interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
Good show.
Well, thank you for joining us, folks.
We love you. Hit the thumbs up if you can. Algorithm stuff.
Yeah. Subscribe if you're new.
Subscribe. Become a BPD crew member if you want.
Yeah.
And we had a great show.
All right.
All right. Peace, Marinata.
Marinata, guys. Love you guys.
Later.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Yes. What are these?
Those are the Kit Kats, babies.
Are these babies?
They are the babies of the babies.
But see, we do love them so much.
They are the best babies in the whole entire world.
Yes. Love.
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 I love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.